Box with a birthday, so Seb turns 30 on Wednesday, and the Chief, he turns 48 on Sunday. 58. Everyone believed it, Colts. 68. Yeah, too late. Switching toolbox summaries, unfortunately we got Seb and Reese both in isolation, so I didn't get a chance to give that to somebody else this morning, but from all accounts it looks pretty good. 391 days without a switching incident, so keep it up, lads. Any concerns around switching that anyone wants to bring up? Everyone pretty happy? Some near misses. So near miss, the first one, so Seb reported this, a member of the public. So crews stopped before beginning switching. The person armed with a screwdriver and broken glass bottle began asking where the nearest service station was. The man was pointed in the opposite direction to any service station but proceeded to walk in the opposite way he was pointed. The crew contacted police. This highlights the importance of staying calm and looking out for each other. So they did the right thing there. They tried to send him in the wrong direction. Obviously he was not listening. And they called the police, so well done to Seb and whoever else was on that crew. Hopefully he didn't make it to a servo. The next one, Aaron, knee injury. So while climbing into the bucket, he lost balance and jumped in. Bolt cutters in the apron or hanging out caught his knee, resulting in pain and light bruising in a small cut. So his suggestion was unavoidable because I think he just slipped. Apron was in better condition, it would have prevented bolt cutters. Is that your truck, Carlos? You got a damaged apron?
Probably, but the aprons, the bolt cutters usually hang on that side, so I don't know where it was jumping in from.
Oh, I was going to say maybe talk to Greenie about replacing that bolt.
Already replaced.
Already replaced, alright, so that's sorted. Why not? Suggestions?
I think it's that truck. Or replaced the apron.
We've got another one for Dan. So the gloving U. So the gloving U with its door open at its highest point may still be in range of a tall person's head. It also poses risk for traffic or trucks. So he's got a suggestion to put a reflective strip to lessen the risk. Already done. Yeah, we're all over it, Granny. Another one that's been put in is a broken leg at Kangaroo Island. So Michael Whittle, a guy named Gavin was holding the rope which was attached to the conductor over the crossarm, so a restring type scenario. During the stringing task he stepped backwards, he rolled his ankle in a roadside culvert and fell to the ground. Gavin was in a lot of pain on impact and said he heard a crack as he fell down. First aid was administered and then they called an ambulance. In the hospital he was given an x-ray and they found that he broke his leg just above his ankle. He was in safety boots and they lift up correctly, and uneven ground was identified in the pre-start hazard. So that shows that even if you do everything right, boots, uneven ground identified, accidents still happen, so just be aware and look after each other. Again, any suggestions for that one? It's just sort of be stepping back, just unlucky sometimes. Sort of stuff happens. So some general depot. Chris Hoyle is HB accredited now. You see him on his good job, Chris. He's in isolation at the moment, unfortunately.
Good job, Chris.
Updated fire risk licenses. So for the guys that have recently completed their rigging course, could you leave a copy on Mark's desk? I'm not sure if you've got some of them, but whoever that is, do that as soon as possible. There's a bit of confusion around overtime, so Cam's printed out some information. So overtime is not continuous with ordinary hours occur where an employee has left the workplace. It's required by utilities management to return to work. So it's just got here, so availability, on availability, Monday to Friday, it's 2 hour minimum. If you're not on call, it's 4 hours. A Saturday, if you're on call, it's 3 hours. If you're not, it's 4. So Sunday availability, it's only 3 hours, and not on call, it's 3. Public holiday, it's 3 with an asterisk, obviously 2.5 time. And non-availability is 3 hours. So if you want a copy of that, let me know. It's not always 4 hour minimums.
The main confusion around that was Sunday. Most people thought it was 4 hour minimum. Must have been, I honestly did as well. So, and also start people just putting the work on their work, and it's meant to automatically make up your makeup. And I was told that didn't happen to a few people. It is what's meant to happen. If we get in this situation again, still just empty work time, but we'll make sure we get it right up front, whether we've got to empty makeup ourselves. It's important you just put your work time in because that's what counts as your fatigue hours. So that, yeah, going forward, if you're going to go over your hours or whatnot, I know it's only going to be an hour and a half or something, but it gives us an accurate figure.
Thanks, mate. HV test crews. So when HV tests are booked and outline how they need equipment to prepare, when they are scheduled, information will be provided to you. Photos I'm about to show make it clear what's required. If you need a copy of this is what the HV test guys are needing at the front of their trucks. I won't go through it, but I can pass this out, I can email it to you, whatever you need.
I think when HV tests come, Tinny, we'll just print that out and give it to everyone because there's a bit of detail in there, but there's certain expectations that the HV test crew want or they want test over here. So as we do it, everyone will get a copy and make sure we get it correct.
Again, we're going to go over the fatal reversing incident in Queensland. I briefed this last week, but it's been noticed that you guys are still just reversing without spotters in here. They're the type of situations where you're going to hurt someone, where you're reversing in here, the day's finished, you're a bit more relaxed. So for the guys who didn't hear it last week, so 2 Ergon Energy Network employees just completing tying conductors on a newly installed pole 2 hours west of the Mariba depot. One of the 2 workers entered the cabin of the EWP, whilst the other proceeded on foot in the direction of the second line truck that was parked behind to the side, so parked off to the side. One bloke jumped in, the other bloke started walking behind the truck. After walking away from the EWP, the worker on foot received a phone call from another crew. At this time, the driver of the EWP was reversing and in the process of doing so made an accidental contact with the other employee who was on foot. So evidence indicates the contact occurred to the rear passenger side of the EWP, resulting in fatal injury. So he's run over his mate again. So I can't stress enough the importance of just looking after each other. Like if you're reversing here, if you see anyone reversing, pull them up, stop them. Because I personally don't ever want to be involved in stuff like that. I promise none of you guys want to either. So just switch on, because this is where it's going to happen. It's going to happen here. It's light. We got walls. Don't want to crush something against that wall.
Said yesterday too that it's still unable to interview the driver. It's still to the day that still let the short go running over his mate. So it's 2 people that are really directly affected, and then obviously there will be a hell of a lot of others, families, friends, etc. That will be directly affected from that as well. Sure.
Yes, done those. J-type fuse covers are being passed out on all the trucks. Already done?
Whole sides a couple of trucks.
Remember those? I don't think anybody would forget those things. The incident that happened with Seb, so they should be handed out, or you've got most of them, Granny.
We've got kits, so we've got that plus a couple of testing things, the new gas torch guns with the new nozzle. So if you haven't received the kit yet for your truck, come and see me when you get a chance.
And just the last one, Ampol rebranding. So if you've still got a Caltex card, I didn't read this one, sorry. See Julian to replace it with the Ampol card, sorry. So check that this morning, check all your trucks, and hand the old ones in. That's all I have. You guys have anything you want to talk about? Easy. Stay safe. I'll brief Corey.